and blueberry fields forever. Nice. I tell you, look at all these blueberries. So here you are, and you say to yourself, it's 11:30, and you sat in that shelter from, I was ready to go at 7:30, waiting for the rain to stop. And you say to yourself, well, you're about as wet as you could be. If you would have left at 7:30, you wouldn't be any wetter, but you would most certainly be further down the trail. But with that said, maybe it wouldn't have rained anymore, and I would be dry. You just don't know. You just never know. So these are the choices that you make. And after coming up on backpacking for the last 400 miles across multiple states, you know, each day is a journey. Each day is full of choices, and it's the choices that we make not only here on the trail, but throughout life. You know, we make good choices, and we make perhaps not so good choices, but they all mold us to the people that we are. Each and every one of us uniquely different because of that formula, of the choices that we have made or the ones around us have made. So with that thought, here we are, and admiring all these wonderful, wonderful blueberries as far as the eye can see. So I'm happy with all the choices that I make, and including my camera. Did I mention this Sony CyberShot, the TX5? It's waterproof. Goat info, exactly what I was looking for. Wonderful. Up here on the Balds, they started years ago, like I had said, a project to help keep the Balds bald, which doesn't help explain the mystery then. Why is it a mystery if we've got to help keep the Balds bald if they weren't always bald? But anyways, so here we are. There are still goats here, and here's an organization here to try to help save the Balds. Buy, adopt, sponsor a goat. How wonderful. Yeah, well, I'm looking for a goat, looking for the lilies, you know, the grazed lilies. It's really kind of crappy out here today, but I tell you, you know, got to keep moving. Really looking forward to getting me some, you know, hot meal in me. You know, got to keep moving though. Hypothermia can be an issue in the middle of July. It can be an issue. My hands are soaking wet and quite cold, but I keep food in me. I get me some, you know, some hot chocolate in me here in a little bit, and keep moving. Keep my dry clothes dry, and that means tomorrow morning I'll be putting on my wet clothes again, just like I have many times before, because when I go into camp tonight, whenever that is, I will be happy and thankful that I have dry, warm clothes, and to keep them that way, because they won't dry on the top of your backpack the next day. So don't even tell yourself that. Where's the goats? I'm looking. Excuse me, anybody help me out here? I'm looking for a goat. Is that a goat? No, that's a rock. Here. Well, we'll scan. Anybody see a goat? Anybody? Maybe there's a goat out over there. Where would a goat be in weather like this? If I was a goat, I would be undercover. I would be under some of those big thick shrubberies, but I'll continue looking for the goats up here, folks. I love goats. Yeah, I love goat milk. I love goat cheese. Jeez, I think I'd love to cuddle with a goat tonight, actually. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold tonight for me. Cold and wet, but, well, if I only had a goat. Well, I came across an electric fence. Yeah, I guess they're probably keeping goats in there. Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm looking for some goats. I hear that goats do roam. And there, voila, goats. We have the goats. And you guys should, you know, obviously are herding the goats or protecting the goats, perhaps, from coyotes. They need a burrow, but looky here. And we have goats. Yes. And goats do roam. Yes. I am a man who stares at goats. I love the goats. I hope that I don't touch the electric fence while I'm walking, you know, closely. Look how everybody's all huddled together here, because it's really actually quite crappy out, even for a goat. I bet if I was to ask them, that they would agree that it's quite crappy out. So keep up the good work there, goats. Eat away. I give you permission and grant you leave of all greenery. You know, keep the balds bald and do roam, because as we see here, that goats do roam, but not in bad weather. They tend to clump, I guess, you know, in this weather. And we have the dogs are up there, and we're in clouds. They're barking. There seems to be some movement over there. Oh yeah, hikers. And hikers do roam in bad weather too, or some of them, anyways. So with that, I will leave this and conclude. And yes, we found goats. And look at that, folks. This is what it's all about, you know. It actually stopped raining. You know, at least for the moment. I am still up in the clouds. I am heading up over into the mist there. And but yeah, we saw goats. That was awesome. You know, I'd rather have a hot cup of cocoa right now, but they'll be coming up. I'll just keep trudging ahead. And when I get to that shelter, boy, I will stop and I will carb up. And yeah, I have a whole big bag again of those smoked almonds. And I've got chocolate. And I am going to make hot chocolate. I think I have 2 bags left of hot chocolate. And I have a whole lot of tea. So I will take a break, but I will keep forging on. I am about as soaking wet as I could be, so, you know, I will keep fuel. I will get hot beverages in me, keep hydrated, and keep the furnace going with lots of carbs. And I will survive all things. This is gorgeous. Gosh, let's zoom in on that. Holy smokes. Come on. I am so glad that y'all are here with me to just experience this whole thing, because this is awesome as the smoke rises. Yes, gorgeous. Swiss dark chocolate sensation. I am freezing. I'll take it. So here we are. This is the Stan Murray shelter. Yeah, one of the founders of the Appalachian Trail. You know, used to be an old tool shed, and they housed gunpowder in here as well. It's a real crappy little shelter for, you know, the dedication to the man who started it all. It's almost I would say a slap in the face. I'd rather not even have a shelter. Thank you very much. Or maybe they're saying he was a tool, or he had an explosive personality. But well, it doesn't matter. I'm heating up some water right now. I am soaking wet. I am frozen, numb. My hands are, yeah, pretty rough. But this is gonna feel good. I'm gonna eat and drink and recarb up. And I'll be happier for it.